All right. College football season, as you know, we just got started. And of course, Saturday, that's my favorite day, especially watching college football from noon to like 2 o'clock in the morning. That's what I like about Saturday.
So
Join me right now.
yeah, before you even go on, man. Yeah, I'm EJ, the Rainmaker. What's happening, everybody? And Shawn, man, you're right. When that Colorado State game went to overtime, I was like, all right, it's already 2 o'clock. When they went to double overtime, it was like 2:15. I was like,
Yeah.
All right, man, I have it in me. I tried to make it. Next thing I know, I'm like, yeah, I missed what happened in that second overtime, even though I saw who won the game. But I was just like, I just missed making it, man.
Right. That was like 2:30. I was like, what the heck happened?
My God, man. And I started watching game day at like 10. Man. So, 14 and a half hours of just like football all day, man. And I'm all right with that. You know what? When that's wrong, I don't want to be right, man.
Exactly. All right. So we have Rutgers in Michigan, as Michigan has complied a 0-3-0 record against the spread this season. And in the past two meetings, each team has covered one time with those contests, eclipsing the total on one occasion. So in the last two head-to-head matchups, Michigan has completed 72 points against Rutgers, which allowed only 30 points.
Yeah. You know what, man? I still can't believe the line I'm looking at. Why is Rutgers getting 24 points, man? I think Monangai is going to have another big day. He has to have the similar kind of day he had last weekend, man, busting out a $140 and 3 touchdowns to help Rutgers get another win, man. You know what? I think we all get that Gavin Wimsatt isn't going to beat Michigan with his arm. No one out there is thinking that Gavin Wimsatt's going to make the difference in this game, man. It's going to have to be the Rutgers running game that does it and try to control that clock, keep that Michigan offense off the field. I think we all have seen what that Michigan defense has been about. Granted, man, they haven't played a bunch of this, man. I mean, they have to. East Carolina, UNLV, and Bowling Green aren't exactly, offenses that are really anyone to write home about.
Right.
So I'll be interested to see if Rutgers hangs around, man. I'm going to take those 24 points. That's a lot of points in a football game. And Michigan will be happy to get out of here with a win, man. No one in that Michigan locker room is going, you know what, we need to really beat. If Vegas says we're going to beat these guys up today, we really need to go out there and make sure we beat these guys up today. It doesn't work like that, man. I think Michigan will be happy with a 31-18, 31-21, 41-21 even. Dude, even that covers a 24-point line. 41-21. Even if Rutgers gets semi-blown out, I'll make my money, man. So.
Then the next one we have is Louisiana Tech and Nebraska. As a matter of fact, Nebraska is favored by 19.5 against Louisiana Tech.
Wow, man. I'm not even going to bother with that because there's going to be one thing that happens in this game that's going to happen again and again and again. This game's going to be like 28-17 halftime. You're talking about 45 points on the board. I don't know if you happen to notice the total is only like 47 and a half. It's 47 and a half, man. All right. Now, even if they get to 21-17 in the first half, they only get to 38 points, man. You know what? I still only need about 10 points in the entire second half to cash that ticket too. 47. If you're talking about a team that's favored by 3 touchdowns, Nebraska's expected to score a little bit. You got to figure, man. La Tech can score. Don't tell me La Tech can't score against Nebraska. I'm not even hearing that. So I think that 47.5 has got to be on your board, man. It's just too low. It's too low.
Right, 47.5. I'm looking like,
it's too low, man. It's too low.
Right.
It's too low.
Then the next one we have is Boston College and Louisville. As a matter of fact, Louisville is one of the 39 teams still unbeaten throughout the start of the college football season.
Yeah.
And they have been far from dominant thus far.
Yeah, dude, that line is a little bit 13.5, 14, depends on what book you're at. Yeah, it depends on what time you get this bet in and all that. Man, I have 14 at most sites out there, man. I'm sorry. Has BC not invented how to play a close game with everybody, man? What have they done so far this year, man? Close game. You saw what happened last week with Florida State, man. What a fucking game that was, man. That was amazing, man. Obviously, we were all concerned about Florida State's quarterback getting hurt there at the end of the half. But he came back and did all right, man. But still, BC showed up, man. I love that effort in that fourth quarter, and you carry that momentum into this game. You know what? They didn't beat Florida State, but they sure as hell gave them a run for their money. Now you're going to tell me Louisville, dude, Louisville has played 2 tight games, man. They played 2 tight games, too. What, you want to talk about the Murray State? No, we're not talking about the Murray State game. So, dude, I think between these 2 teams, they played 6 games total. 5 of them have been close. I don't see how BC is going to get blown out by anybody, man. I expect BC to certainly cover that spread. If you want to do another teaser or something out there, or those people like to tease and please lines and move it to like 16.5, something, even 17 if you do a 3-point teaser with something else out there. Oh, dude, I don't even think you'll need it because BC is going to hang around with them all day, man. That game's going to be so much closer than the line setters are hoping that you think happens.
Next one, we have Memphis and Missouri. Now, as I look at the quarterback from Memphis, Seth Hennigan has thrown for 791 yards to lead Memphis, 71% of his passes, and 5 touchdown passes and 3 interceptions this season.
He's playing great football, man. Now let's talk about Missouri, too. Hello, my God, man. How many points? All right. Shawn, let's not play around with people today. Now, this total is 54, man. Now, when it's 42-41 and there's still a few minutes left in the fourth quarter, man, what? 50 what? 50 what? Listen, 51 man, the Memphis offense, stop it, man. 54. I don't care if you put it 54.5, 55. Hopefully someone's going to see this and bang this over and move it up even more. Dude, this total is going to fly in, man. There's going to be 80 points in this game. I don't even have a doubt about it, man. Nothing about – it's not a neutral site, man. Remember, they're in the dome. And you're talking about a track meet now. It's not on anyone's home court. So it's going to be a neutral field with a half-and-half split crowd. Of course, Missouri's crowd will probably be a little bit bigger. But, man, who cares, man? I think it's going to be a track meet out there. You talk about a quarterback in Memphis who can play. The quarterback in Missouri can play too, man. He has an offense over there. I'm not afraid of 54 points. So I think they'll have that by halftime again, man. You talk about 27, 21 points. No one's going to stop anyone, man. No one's going to stop anyone in that game. 80 points. You heard it here.
Gotcha. The next one is BYU and Kansas, and the Cougars will play their first Big 12 scheduled football game when they head to Lawrence for a matchup against the Jayhawks on Saturday afternoon. As a matter of fact, the Cougars are an 8.5 underdog with a total of 55 points.
Yeah, 54.5, 55, wherever you see it, man. That BYU win over Arkansas was pretty impressive, man. They were getting a bunch of points over there, too. They can't go into SEC territory and beat Arkansas, can they? Yeah. Yes, they can, man. The Mormons are not afraid of anything over there, man. I like points here. I really like points to be scored here, man. I think the line setters are giving the 2 defenses a little too much credit for what they've done so far, but then you look at who they played. Dude, so what? So what, man? I don't think any of that has any bearing on how these 2 offenses are going to gel on Saturday, man. That total is 54.5, 55? Yes. Yes, man. You're talking about 28, 27 type of game to get that 55 and even push that. I think they'll be way beyond that, man. I could definitely see a 31-28 game more closer to 60 than 54-55. So they're going to score points in that game, man. You got to take the BYU Kansas total over. Got to do it.
And also, Kansas allowed the 59th most points among their FBS peers.
Yeah, man. They're going to give up points. They'll tell you that total is way too low, man. If it was 58, I still might not even be afraid to take it. So you want to talk about 54, 55? Okay. So.
Gotcha. Next one we have is West Virginia and Texas Tech. As a matter of fact, West Virginia has covered once in 2 chances against the spread this season. And the Mountaineers have not covered the spread this year when playing at least 6-point underdogs.
And guess what? They are 6-point underdogs, man. And this time, they are going to cover that, man. You're going to give me a home dog at 6 points the way Texas Tech is playing football right now, too, man? I'm sorry, man. Who went to Wyoming and got beat? Dude, you went to Wyoming and got beat, man. Oregon beat them, too, which I think was a little more people were ready for that one to happen. So, going to Wyoming and lose like that to open the campaign really just kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. Now you want to, West Virginia lost to Penn State early, man. You know what? When there's any shame in losing to Penn State at any point this season, Penn State's a pretty damn good football team, man. If you haven't really realized that. So I see no shame in West Virginia losing to Penn State like that, man. You know what? I think the defense looked great last weekend against Pitt. That was an amazing performance, man. That's the backyard brawl. You playing West Virginia Pitt, it's just the backyard brawl. And to hold Pitt to a touchdown like that, man, that was pretty impressive. I think they're going to use that momentum to give Texas Tech a good game. I'm still not convinced that Texas Tech is all that in a bag of chips to be able to go on the road and cover a touchdown against anyone, man. So, it's not exactly easy to cover 7, 8, 10 points on the road, man, no matter where you're playing, no matter what conference you're in, no matter who you are. So give me those 6 points, man. And that's another situation where you could maybe move that line up to 8 or 9 and that 3-point teaser with, you know what, take that with that other play I mentioned. Now you have 2 plays where you're getting a bunch of points, man. But I love the straight up 6 for West Virginia at home. Give me home doggy anytime, man. Woo!
And by the way, Texas Tech is winless against the spread this season as 0-2-0.
You're going to Wyoming and getting beat up like that, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, man. Speaking of Wyoming, man, I want to turn to that game too, man, because Appalachian State's going there.
I was going to get ready to talk about that. As a matter of fact, the Cowboys have gone over 43.5 points just once this season. And the Mountaineers played 10 games last season that had more than 43.5 combined points scored.
Yeah. Did you see the first half total? It's 20.5, man.
Whoa.
What is happening, man? What are the lines?
That's kind of like easy money.
That's hysterical, man. I saw that first half total. When I saw the game total was 42.5. I'm thinking to myself, all right, well, they usually cut it in half, and sometimes they even lower a little bit in that first half, man. So if you're going to give me 20, sure enough, man, minus 115, the 20.5 total is sitting there for the first half. I'm just like, okay, yes, man. Here's my mouse.
Right.
Here's my money. Oh, my God. Hey, man, here, I'll tell you, man, here. $50 says that the first half total, 20.5, will be in the bank. Man, I talk about 14-7 at halftime, huh? In Wyoming, Appalachian State. Dude, I'll take an Appalachian State total all year long, man. Defense. Wait, please do not say defense and Mountaineers in the same sentence, man, because it's not going to happen all year. All their Sun Belt games coming up here are going to just be total, over. Man, I'll tell you, man, that 20.5 first half total of Appalachian State and Wyoming, man. Money. $50 worth of money, I'll tell you that.
That's great for money for put something in my pocket, as a matter of fact. But that low is a total.
20.5, dude. 14-7 puts money in my pocket. Well, how many football games do you get to watch where a 14-7 game is all you need to just put $50 in your pocket, man? Done.
Just put money in the bread. Just go to the grocery store. Like, hey, give me some eggs and some milk and some pancakes and stuff.
Man. We're making biscuits, baby.
Exactly. Not the Mrs. Butterworth. We're talking about the actual pancake.
Like getting into it, man. Getting all filthy with flour and shit all over you, man. Yeah, baby.
Exactly. EJ the Rainmaker, ladies and gentlemen. And where can my listeners find you on social media?
Hey, man. I mean, you can find me over at Legend of Odds over at Twitter if you like, but, really rarely there. But just go to my sportsbettingpub.net's website. And I just opened a Discord channel, which you're a part of now, which, I'll be inviting people to if they want to come talk sports. You see what I'm doing. I laid a bunch of soccer bets there this morning. And I talk football. That's the other football. The real football. That's the real football, man. I know we're talking football here, but that's football, man. I love that stuff. So, I do a lot of soccer betting. So, but all right, man. Yeah, you can find me over to sportsbettingpub.net if you like. Leave me a message and tell me you want to be a part of my Discord channel. Me and Shawn will come hang out with you, man.
Thank you. And I also accepted an invite yesterday, by the way. So
I know, man. I saw you there.
Right. All right. Look forward to have you on next week.
See you later, man. Good luck, everybody.
See you later.